California is one of the best travel destinations in the United States. It might be famous for its glitzy resorts and celebrity sightings, but there's so much more to the state than its polished, brochure-ready surface. For example, did you know that it's also home to some of the most historic landmarks on the West Coast? Were you aware that it's a melting pot for cultures all over the world? It also has a stunning range of geographical diversity. It's filled with mountains, rivers, volcanoes, deserts, forests, and wetlands. There's a reason why California is one of the top travel destinations for tourists. Let us prove it to you. Here are 5 things to do in California and why they'll rock your socks off. And number 1, Hollywood Sign. Visiting the Hollywood Sign is one of the best things to do in California. Jutting proudly over the cliffs of Hollywood Hills, it's the single most iconic landmark in cinematic history, and visitors come from all around the world to snap a selfie with its famous white letters. You'll have a few options when it comes to reaching the sign. If you're outdoorsy, you can hike a trail through the woods that will lead you to a good vantage point. If you prefer your fun to be a little more air-conditioned, you can hop in an elevator and in an observation tower near the cliffs. There are strict rules for visiting the sign, so don't expect to get too close. Just appreciate the opportunity to take vacation photos with such an amazing monument. If you're wondering what to do in California, you can't go wrong with the Hollywood Sign. Address: Los Angeles, CA 90068, United States. Number 2, Big Sur. With the mountains on one side and the ocean on the other, Big Sur is one of the most breathtaking destinations in California. It's a scenic drive that will ruin you for all other scenic drives. The views will range from gentle hills to dramatic waves pounding against the cliffs. You'll see bridges, crags, canyons, lighthouses, and waterfalls. The route itself is 90 miles long, but if you want to extend your sightseeing, you can venture into a number of nearby parks, forests, beaches, and campgrounds to keep the fun going. There are plenty of outdoor activities to enjoy at these destinations, too. Take a hike along the Pine Ridge Trail, splash around at Pfeiffer Beach, search for nephrite jade crystals at Jade Cove, climb a mountain in the Ventana Wilderness, go hang gliding at the Big Sur Village. The sky is the limit when you visit Big Sur, so it's definitely a must-do in California. You'll be able to pack several different vacation experiences into a single trip. Number 3, Venice Beach Boardwalk. Known for its vibrant, colorful atmosphere, the Venice Beach Boardwalk is one of the main attractions of California. There's always a crowd, and they're always full of energy. Jugglers weave around face painters and street musicians. Fortune tellers call out to tourists, while food truck owners entice them with sights and smells. Bodybuilders flex. Skateboarders do tricks. Vendors hawk their t-shirts and keychains. It's easy to get overwhelmed at the Venice Beach Boardwalk, but it's a good kind of overwhelming. There's a lot of fun stuff to do, so it's just a matter of deciding what interests you the most. If you're looking for places of interest in California, the party never stops at the Venice Beach Boardwalk. There's a reason why it sees millions of visitors per year. People are drawn to its energy and vibrancy just like moths to a flame. Address: 1800 Oceanfront Walk, Venice, CA 90291, United States. Number 4, Death Valley National Park. Death Valley National Park is home to some of the most extreme landscapes in the U.S. It's hot, dry, and dangerous, which is exactly how it got its name. Many pioneers lost their lives while toiling through its rocky canyons and snake-infested sand dunes in the 1800s. There's a kind of rugged beauty to the landscape, however, especially when you visit places like the cracked salt flats of Badwater Basin. At 280 feet below sea level, it's the lowest point on the entire continent, and it's both desolate and dazzling. You might also enjoy Furnace Creek. It's recorded the highest air temperatures on the planet. If you aren't afraid of rattlesnakes, there are places to go off the beaten path, too. You can enjoy all sorts of hiking, biking, climbing, camping, and stargazing in Death Valley National Park. In the middle of the desert, you'll be miles from the lights and air pollution of nearby cities, so the stars will stretch as far as the eye can see. Consider a trip to Death Valley National Park if you're looking for cool things to do in California. Even setting aside its one-of-a-kind views, how often do you get the chance to say that you survived a place called Death Valley? Number 5, Sequoia National Park. California is one of the most beautiful states in the U.S., and when you visit Sequoia National Park, you'll understand why. From its larger-than-life redwood trees to its glittering underground crystal caves, it will leave you breathless from top to bottom. The main attraction of the park is its giant sequoia trees. They're more than 2,500 years old and 275 feet tall, so humans are the size of ants compared to their trunks. They're also quite rare. California is the only place to find their particular species, so the park is a unique chance to see, touch, smell, and photograph them. You can also explore caves, canyons, rivers, granite domes, and toppled tree groves in Sequoia National Park. In the summer, there's rock climbing and horseback riding. In the winter, there's skiing and snowshoeing. Consider a trip to Sequoia National Park if you're looking for fun things to do in California. Not only is it a beautiful place, but it's open 365 days per year, so you'll never have trouble fitting it into your schedule. You can be packed up and ready to explore the redwoods as early as this weekend.